Hi everyone, nicholefecteau with Better Homes and Gardens here with, so you want to sell your house. You've decided we're selling the house. Now what do we do? Plus 3 things that you can do that are really going to protect your investment. People's homes are often their largest investment. They're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you want to make sure that you get every penny out of that investment that you can. So once you decide that you want to list your home, the next thing you want to do is obviously get a real estate agent if you haven't gotten one already. And good ways to get agents are to ask your friends, family, and people that you know, who they like, and who they trust. It's always recommended to interview 3 real estate agents because while you might have 3 great agents, you might just get along and click better with certain agents. You want to make sure that the agent that you hire, I like to say, speaks the same language you do. So if you are, I hate to say, like, if you're a millennial and you just like to text and you don't want to talk to people on the phone, you want to make sure that your agent knows how to communicate with you the most effectively. Because I've been in transactions myself where I was texting the people about all the updates, but they were more of phone call people. So they didn't even think they were getting updated because they were expecting a phone call. So it's important to make sure that you speak the same language as the people, as your agent. So once you choose a real estate agent, you're going to want to get a market analysis, and you want one that's good and accurate. And you can ask agents how accurate their analysis prices typically are. Once you get a market analysis, you figure out where your house is going to be on the market price-wise, then you're going to go ahead and you are going to get the house ready to sell. So purge, get it clean. You're gonna have photos done. The house is gonna go on the market. Some agents will have open houses. You're going to get an offer on the house. Once you have an offer on the house, obviously you're going to negotiate it and get it under contract. When your house is under contract, that's when the fun starts. The next step is that the buyers will typically have a home inspection. A home inspector is going to go through your house from top to bottom and we like to say, find things wrong with it. They're gonna find things about your house. There are things that you probably don't know about, or things that you've been living with that are just fine with you, but could be a safety issue. Common things that we see in home inspections are mold in the attic, because nobody goes in their attics, or you don't know what to look for mold, and poor attic ventilation. We see bathrooms vented into the attics, which cause the mold. We see double tapped circuits, which is really common, but could be a fire hazard, and maybe cracks in the foundation. Those are really common things that come up at home inspections. After the home inspection, your buyer may choose to renegotiate that contract. And if you have a really good negotiator for a real estate agent, they're not going to do that. So then you move forward to the home appraisal. The appraiser is not an inspector. They come out and they basically do very similar to the market analysis that you had done when you listed your house. They come out and they do a market analysis. Essentially, it's much more in depth than that, and they do a very good job at this. And they determine what they think the value of the house is, and that is for the bank. So the bank needs to know that when they're loaning the buyers the money, they're loaning on collateral that is worth what they're loaning against. Once the appraisal is done, it's smooth sailing to closing. You close, you give your keys, and you move forward. 3 mistakes to avoid, or 3 things to do to protect your investment. 1, make sure your market analysis is a good one. You want sold comps. You want sold comps that are recent sales. You want sold comps that if you're selling a colonial, it's a colonial that sold within the last 3 months in your town. That's similar. You want to make sure that your agent is having your house professionally cleaned and professionally staged. A clean, staged home is going to sell faster and for more money than one that is not cleaned and not staged. And the 3rd thing that you can do to protect your investment is to have professional photography done. This is something that your agent also should be doing. So they should be having the house cleaned, staged, and photographed, and that's going to net you the most amount of money. You don't want to leave any money on the table, and those 3 things, they're so small, but they make such a big impact. If you have questions about your house, getting it ready for the market, the value of it, buying a house, anything, send me a message or text me at 207-251-9535.